Upon several recommendations to check out movies from the South Indian states, I genuinely discovered some gems sadly the masses had no idea about. Where on one hand this made me appreciate the vision and risk some of the different industries are taking through the medium of films, it also made me rather sad on the lack of scope and respect to the variety of scripts and the talent involved in those films in the Hindi film industry. I wrote about Rakshasan and Super Deluxe from the Tamil film industry and Arjun Reddy and RX 100 from the Telugu film industry. Upon venturing into exploring the Malayalam film industry, I came across a film called Virus directed by Ashik Abu, where I did stumble upon Kumbalangi Nights, and the film was a visual and cinematic gem and dealt with extremely sensitive issues with charm and simplicity. It somehow made me marvel the project and its execution rather than really motivating me to write about it. It's a film you should definitely not miss. However, Virus made me not only feel compelled to write a piece on it, it rather blew my mind away on how even with the boundless funds available with the Hindi film industry, we haven't really ever seen a product of this scale and seamless execution. The movie focuses on the outbreak of an epidemic in the state of Kerala that is taking several lives and how a group of unsung heroes in the form of doctors, government officials and workers get to the task of tracing its origin and executing its eradication. The movie is based on the 2018 outbreak of the Nipah virus that took place in the Kozhikode and Malippuram district of Kerala that took the lives of close to 18 individuals, and how the spread of the contagious virus was eradicated in less than a month by the efficient and effective work with several capable individuals from teams of doctors, officials and a group of on-the-ground workers. The movie not only blew me away with respect to its execution but made me think about the difference in quality with respect to subject matter, especially compared to the Hindi film industry. If you're a fan of the 2011 film Contagion and the scale and talent involved in that compelling film, Virus is a humble but equally impressive and tightly knit piece of work. The film has of course in many ways taken the creative liberty with respect to the order in which the events occurred and how the individuals eventually came to the point of nullifying the rapidly growing virus. But this is different, much different than what is executed in our over-the-top and tone-deaf biopics. There is absolutely no need for the creators with this venture to appease anyone. Each subplot, character storyline and digression stays true to the grand scheme of things. In many instances, as the virus its origin and the trail has to be tracked, we get transported to the personal lives and relationships of several characters, justifiably so, but enough where we never question what the point of the focus is. While we see a Milkha Singh romance his love interest while offering her water, dance with his peers in their underwear, and then we see an over-the-top rendition of the KM Nanavati case, and of course, how can we forget, the Chief Minister of the state of Gujarat on the ground picking up dead bodies while the riots happened for dramatic impact. The creative liberties in this film from a narrative and screenplay perspective can connect the dots perfectly. To even create a more engaging product, the score of Sachin Shyam is placed with the desired goal and impact in mind. It never drains the audience's senses in order to force them to feel a certain way. Apt and precise in developing anxiety when patients are just getting rushed in, the sense of nausea you feel noticing the daily experience of doctors and the cases they deal with, and the inevitable doom ahead as there are roadblocks consecutively in the process of finding solutions. The aspects that really made me sit in awe of the Malayalam film industry, especially this venture, was seeing three things: the star cast involved in the film, the perfect performances in it, and the portrayal of women in positions of power and influence. First of all, to have the talent involved in the project is rather unthinkable when you think of it in the context of the Hindi film industry. Or if I should present this differently, if ever a huge pool of talent is involved in one Hindi film project, everyone pats themselves on the back on the revolutionary steps they have taken to make this possible. The film features legends in the industry that have worked for several decades, including Chakuchan, Indrajit and Revati, current and successful superstars like Tovino Thomas, Parvati and Srinati Bashi. And this collaboration is considered to be organic and simple, a move without ego, insecurity, screen time or concern about public perception. And finally, let's just look at some of the films in the Hindi film industry that are considered to be revolutionary with respect to its depiction of strong female characters in lead roles. Razi, Manmarzia, Kahani, The Pretentious Veere the Wedding. There is chatter, debate and national news on the brilliance and bravery of such actors. Virus showcases several strong, opinionated and influential female characters that we can either feel inspired by or empathize with due to their realistic portrayals. But there is nothing to prove. These women are capable badasses and they don't need a montage or a slow motion walk to prove that. The proof is simply in the pudding and the portfolio they hold. A refreshing aspect of this film, that I thought would be truly inspiring for women when they watch this film. Virus is a genre of film that cannot really be defined. It can't be categorized as just a drama or a thriller, but in my opinion, it's truly a human story. Bharadwaj Rangan had a similar opinion about this film, and I couldn't agree more with his conclusion. The refreshing quality of the movie is that despite the gravity of the situation that it deals with, it keeps the portrayals and treatments of the premise grounded and real. There isn't any form of hero worship for any of the characters, but simply a depiction of humans working in unison for the greater good of humanity. The structure of storytelling and the treatment of the real-life incident really make me respect the Malayalam industry creators and their capabilities. While we are bound in the Hindi film industry to constantly think about whether projects are financially viable, I hope one day we can tell stories rather than market strategically designed products. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie and whether you have some recommendations for the channel. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.